Hi, this is Jeffrey Kerr Financial Group. Today is Friday, January 9, 2026, the first full week of 2026, and it's been a good one for the financial markets, a good start to the year. At the stock market, we're reaching all-time highs, including the Russell. The Russell 2000 is an index for the small cap companies, and it's reaching all-time highs, and that's a good sign that there's a broadening out of the movement higher, the rally, beyond the Mag 7. And I think actually the Russell's outperformed the Mag 7 so far in 2026. Brief, 1 week, but still, I think it's a sign that maybe this rally continues. And I think it's also somewhat confusing that you've got this news on Venezuela and rioting and protests across the country and social discourse and like that, and yet the stock market seems not to care. And I think that there's a couple of ways of looking at it. One is the algorithmic and systematic trading. Now there is a expectation of $20 billion by this volatility control funds. Again, just automatically buying stock regardless of the headlines. That's going to happen in the next couple of days. And that's really a function of lower volatility and the volatility measurements going lower so stocks get bought. As simple as that. I mean, Venezuela doesn't matter to this thing. Now, again, I'm not saying those things will not matter at some point, and there's rioting and a civil war going on. Yes, it's probably a negative, but right now that's not happening. Inflation looks like it's coming down in the future months. Job report today, not as strong, but then you look at it, as a glass half full in terms of maybe future interest rate cuts to help the economy. Again, it's not that it's slowing that much, just not as strong on the jobs numbers as was expected. So I think these things kind of go on, and it's hard to understand when you see all the negative headlines and yet stock market going to all-time highs. Hopefully that helps. Please let us know any questions or suggestions. We'll be back on Monday. Have a great weekend. Thank you again. Goodbye.